Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this new moon in Sagittarius, December 19th and 20th, 2025, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs will be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch all the elements that correspond to your sun, your moon, and your rising sign and your cusp sign, because this new moon in Sagittarius is not just going to affect your sun sign only. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign may resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. So remember, these are general readings. So if you know the elements that correspond to your sun, your moon, your rising, and your cusp sign, I do recommend you watch those as well. So all that being said, now on to your psychic crystal reading for the new moon in Sagittarius, December 2025. And I'm starting with the element of earth, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This new moon in Sagittarius is going to make the earth signs feel more uplifted. So you could feel happier, more buoyant. There could be somebody that you want to get information from them. And so you may be mulling it over and thinking about, how can I protract this information from this person? It could be a boss, it could be a friend, it could be, I don't know, your significant other. You may feel like, there's knowledge and information you want, and you're going to find a way or seek a way to get the information out of someone. There's a lot of healing that's going to go on. So some of you earth signs that have had any kind of physical problems, health issues, this new moon in Sagittarius is bringing the earth signs healing energy. This could be a new moon where earth signs are going to be sizing up the competition. So, if you have a business, you may be sizing up your business competition, or within a company or business you work for. If you're in competition with peers in the place where you work. Maybe it's somebody you're interested in romantically, and you know other people that are interested in this person that you're also interested in. So you could be sizing up that kind of competition. If you take time and in quiet reflection, pondering certain things, I hear that you're going to come to some kind of understanding or realizations about things. So it's going to be good for your mind. Earth signs, very active, like dissecting things, sorting things out, analyzing, and coming up with answers. And maybe even ways to troubleshoot problems. If you were waiting to get a job or go on an interview, I feel you're going to get hired from the energies of this new moon in Sagittarius. Some of you are going to talk to people you haven't seen for a long time, and you may be meeting up with them again. This could be at a high school reunion. It could be a family reunion. You could just get in touch with each other and agree to meet up. But that energy is here as well. So remember, the energies of this new moon in Sagittarius, they're going to be the strongest the day before, the day of, and the day after the new moon, but the energies can last strongly for 2 weeks and even up to 30 days in some cases. So now I'm going to look at the 3 cautions for the earth signs. You earth signs have to be very careful about springing some kind of surprise on somebody. So, like, I can't even, like, the thing that comes up to my mind is proposal, engagement. But it could be any kind of, like, if you spring things on people without warning, for some reason this could make people angry, or you could get some kind of backlash. So be careful of springing surprises on people over the next 30 days. Be careful of willful ignorance. That's how my guides phrased it. I wouldn't use those words, so it's not something I would come up with on my own. Trust me, because I'm like, willful ignorance. But then they explain further that it's very likely that some of the earth signs may become very stubborn and dig their heels in and you know, not seeing reason or not being flexible. So you have to be careful of that, because there's going to be some kind of repercussions if you're inflexible and you become too stubborn and dig your heels in about stuff. You might even do it even if you know you're wrong. You know, sometimes that can happen. People are like, they know they're wrong. They know they just know, but they don't want to give up their position, their stance or position on something. You need to, I don't know how to tell you to prepare yourself. I guess this caution is preparing you. Being forewarned is forearmed. But you could have somebody that is inspired to want to take you down a peg. That could be at work. That could be a boss, a coworker. Think of all the people that may want to do that. That could happen in friends. That could happen in a club, group, or organization. It could be your spouse. But you knowing it's going to happen ahead of time, should it occur for you over the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days, you can prepare yourself about how you're going to react or respond should somebody act like, they're trying to take you down a peg. I would keep that in mind, because it could come up for you. I really feel the strongest is work, and the second would be its tie, a friend or a family member. But work is where it comes up the strongest for me in regard to that message. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign, actually the element of water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You water signs could find that things going on in your life or out in the world or at work or, wherever are going to get on your nerves really easily. The day of, the day before, the day after, and the day of, and the new moon in Sagittarius, and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. You could be very inspired, water signs, that you want to bring the attention to something. Like if you see anything that's wrong or something that needs correcting or some kind of injustice or some kind of mistake or something that looks like it's ready to fall apart or break or something that's dangerous, you're going to want to draw attention to it, to somebody that has the power to fix it, change it, or that you feel like somebody needs to be notified about it. That energy is strong here. This could be a time where you water signs figure out some kind of, I hear the words like a puzzle. It could be a game, could be a video game, could be an actual puzzle, but it could be something going on in your life that you have been perplexed by. You may be able to dissect it, take it apart, and figure it out. Something that's been perplexing you. you figure it out. You solve the puzzle. Some of you could get invited to a gathering. Could be a party or a gathering, but my guides are saying the word a ball. So you could get invited to like a gala event. It could be a fundraiser. It could be a holiday gala, I don't know, or ball. Do people have them anymore? I guess they do in elite circles. I don't know. But it could be a gathering. You getting invited comes up here. Some of you could have the blessing of like doing or saying something that's newsworthy, that's quoted, that's put out there into the world for people to hear about. Could be on the internet, could be an interview. But again, doing something that's newsworthy, and you could get some kind of recognition from that. This could be an energy where more business comes to you. If you have a business or you work for a company or business where you need clients and customers, because I get you getting more business, more clients, more customers. You could have big breakthroughs in fitness. You could be more agile or more physically active, or feel better in your joints and movements. Could be really good. More flexibility, more agility. So here are the 3 cautions for the water signs. Don't double talk, and don't say a story to someone and then try to add to it later or change the story, because I got stick to the facts, say the story. Don't double back, and don't try to rearrange a story or expand on it, because it's going to make you look like you're making stuff up. If you're having any problems like itching in your ears, like in your ear canals, or in your throat, or anything's happening with like fluid or laryngitis, you need to get on it right away. Like if you have certain remedies that are natural that work for you, or if you are somebody that prefers to go to see a doctor, like a Western medicine type of doctor, you need to get on it right away, because it's just going to go on and on and on, and it could get worse. If you get real curious, you could be digging into somebody's past, and you may find some things that you don't like. So if you like to keep things the way they are in your mind, don't go digging into other people's past, because you might not like what you find out. But some of you are going to look anyway, even though I've given you this warning. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And if you're interested in getting messages and predictions for this upcoming new year of 2026, you can get my New Year 2026 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. You might want to get your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, or a combination of your signs. And you can get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides about this new year of 2026. You can get my New Year 2026 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. And again, you may also want to get your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign in that series. They are the most popular video series I record every year. And they're both available on my Vimeo on-demand videos. And you can also get them on my Patreon shop. And if you're interested in getting more information about this month, psychic predictions, and information about the month of December, you can get my psychic crystal readings for December 2025, also available on Vimeo and Patreon. They are a continuation of the expansion of the psychic tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month on YouTube and Rumble. These links are down below in the description box in the Show More section. You can also find these links on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. And the Patreon link is also down below and on that videos page. So now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You know, it's weird. I wouldn't expect this, but I hear you may feel like your get up and go got up and went. So I would expect, since Sagittarius is a fire sign, that this new moon would like rev up the energies for the fire signs, but I'm getting you may feel depleted and tired from this new moon. This could make you question everything, this new moon. You may be questioning your belief systems. You may be questioning people that you deal with, authority, your friends and family. I don't know, but I get questioning a lot of things. Some of you fire signs are going to get a hold of something you've been trying to get a hold of. It could be like something you would give somebody for a gift. It could be something special that you've really been trying to get for yourself. I don't know what it is, but I do get you like getting your hands on something that maybe was difficult to get. Some of you fire signs really need to pay strong attention to your dreams. Listen intently to the messages they're bringing you. They're really coming from your spirit guides and deceased loved ones and the angelic realm and the divine source. So I would keep a dream journal or record your dreams on some audio recording device. Because they're giving you important messages over the course of the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, and the day before, the day of, and the day after this new moon. But the energies can last all the way for 30 days. Some of you could get invited to kick off something, or you could get invited to like a big, like in the United States, football is a big, sport interest. You could get invited to a football game. That's a big game because I hear a kickoff. But it could be a kickoff of something else, something that's a celebration or a party or a start of something. Maybe it's a New Year's party. Maybe you're getting invited to kick off the new year at a gathering for the fire signs. Somebody that you've had to deal with and tolerate that has been kind of an annoyance or a nuisance to you gets taken away from you. So if you work with somebody that you're like, oh, I wish they would quit or leave, or they may get transferred, they may quit, they may get fired. Somebody could even be in a family situation. Somebody that's been annoying to you gets removed from your life over the course of the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. It's a great energy I see for you fire signs to hone your skills, sharpen your talents and knowledge. So taking classes, courses, anything and anything. It could be, it could be ballet, it could be yoga, it could be I don't know, martial arts of some sort, or it could be, learning how to invest in the stock market. I don't know, or how to make wine, a class on how to make wine or spirits of some sort. It's going to be great energy for you to do that. So now I'm moving on to give you the 3 cautions. So here are your cautions for this new moon in Sagittarius. That's a weird one, but the fire signs need to be careful they don't trip going up steps. But it could be going down either way, but steps. But be careful about tripping and falling. but especially up. You have to be careful that you may have gotten too used to relying on somebody that does a lot of things for you, or you think they'll always be there for you when you need them, or it's like it's time to, I don't know, you could get some kind of shock, like they could move, they could leave, they could be ill, whatever the scenario is, be careful. It's a weird caution. You're going to have to think about that one. You may be like, why are you talking about that? Well, that's what came up. You've got to be careful of relying on somebody too much. So you got to think about, who do you rely on too much and what do they do for you? You may want to think that over and reevaluate or evaluate that over the next 30 days. You fire signs, this new moon in Sagittarius could agitate you to get into arguments and disagreements with people. You could be, especially if you have kids or if you're a boss. I see you getting mad and I see you putting your foot down about something. But, you might just be mad for the moment. And you could come to regret it later, or there could be backlash. So be careful. I would count to 10 or sleep on it. They say sleep on it, give it 24 hours and sleep on it. I would definitely think about that over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days about trying to avoid arguments. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And please, by the way, hit that like button for me and hype if the hype button shows up. I am trying to get this channel to grow. I know people keep hitting the hype button and the like button. I'm not seeing subscribership go up. I don't know what's going on with the algorithms. I really am highly suspicious of it, but your likes and hypes are greatly appreciated. So now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. This could be an energy where the air signs are going to find some really cool, nifty, gifty kind of things, or could be things that are cool and neat that you find on the internet. It doesn't necessarily have to mean a thing you find in the store. It could be things you find that are like, whoa, this is really neat. It could be, DIYs, showing you how to do things, or giving you important information of techniques, methods, things like that. This energy could make the air signs want to break free and run. And I mean literally run. You may feel like, I want to get up, I want to run, I want to, jog, run, ride my bike, walk, fast walking. It could mean, run from somebody also. This energy could make the air signs more talkative than usual. You could have heightened conversations, and you could have heightened communication and lengthy and expanded conversations with people over the course of the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. This could be a time where the air signs want to do something with their hair, especially hair color or style. You may want to cut it, grow it, or color it differently. If you had felt like you were not on the right track about something, and or you were like kind of wayward, like, I don't know what's the right path. It's like you get back on track. Maybe you fell off a diet you were on. Maybe you had been trying to quit certain addictions, or you had certain schedules or routines and you kind of fell off of that. You're going to get back on track over the course of the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days from the energies of this new moon in Sagittarius. Some of you air signs are going to get awarded something. Like if you had a court case, the court case could go in your favor. If you were being scrutinized or evaluated or in any kind of contest or something of that nature, you could win something. This could be an energy where the air signs overcome their fear of something. Now, you may be doing that on your own. Like you may have made up your mind, or, you're putting yourself to the test to overcome some kind of fears, facing your fears in some way. But it could also be maybe you're going to go to a counselor or a therapist that helps you overcome some fear. So here are the 3 cautions for the air signs. You have to be careful you don't fall in the pattern of victim blaming or shaming, or just like blaming somebody for things. But especially victim shaming or blaming, or just blaming people. If you do that, something about that's going to catch up with you and it's going to make you look bad. Some of you need to be careful about grinding your teeth. You might want to get a mouth guard, or you may want to see a dentist. Or if you're prone to gritting your teeth or grinding your teeth, you could actually be giving yourself headaches. But it could cause dental problems for you, or you could end up getting problems with your jaw or your teeth. So be careful of gritting your teeth and grinding your teeth. It's similar to one of the other signs one of the other elements got this. Even if it's something similar, it's not exactly the same, but if you're proven wrong about something, you need to admit it. Don't be so stubborn that you want to hold on to I'm right, I know I'm absolutely right, even if somebody proves that you're wrong. Or there's factual things that come out that get exposed that prove something you've been saying has been wrong. You need to admit when you're wrong. Don't hold on to something that is where you're proven wrong, because you're just going to look like an idiot or you're just willful. What did that come up for the fire signs? Willful ignorance. It's sort of a similar thing. But so don't hold on to a certain belief or ideology or something you're so sure about that you've, preached to everybody about it, and then it comes up hey, guess what? You were wrong, air sign. Then acquiesce, give in and say, you know what? Wow, I was wrong about that. You'll come off looking well. You'll come off looking good. If you dig your heels in and go otherwise, you're going to look ridiculous. So keep that in mind. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and to this channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. And I do appreciate you hitting the hype button when it does show up. It did actually make me see my video pop up once or twice on a feed that I haven't seen it pop up in years, but it only did it once, or twice, and then that was it. So keep up, you're helping my channel. And if you're interested in any of the special videos series I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for each sign of the zodiac, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on Patreon. I've created a list here. You can read on this slide and see all the videos I have available. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. You can get these videos on Vimeo and Patreon, and the links are both down below and on that videos page of my website. And if you want to get any more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my Facebook page at theluckymermaid.com on Facebook. You can follow my posts on X at Pamela Georgel at The Lucky Mermaid. And you can also follow them on my YouTube community posts as well. And on Patreon. If you become a paid member on Patreon, you're going to get early access to my new moons, full moons, and mid-month update videos. You're also going to get a psychic oracle card reading every month. Plus, I post weekly predictions in writing where I pull tarot cards and oracle cards on Patreon Tier 1. So if you want to become a paid member, you can get access to all of that, and you can avoid the YouTube and Google, whatever it is, their AdSense ads that get put on the videos here on YouTube and whatever the ads are called on Rumble. I'm not sure what they're called, Rumble ads, but I hope you'll decide to check my Patreon out. You can also buy my videos on Patreon without becoming a paid member, if that's something that you want to do. I have an important message for you about Vimeo. First, I want to thank you so much for supporting my work on Vimeo and Patreon. It allows me to continue my YouTube and Rumble channels. Effective on December 1st, the release date of my psychic crystal readings, the download feature on Vimeo will be disabled from here on. This decision has been made to protect my intellectual property and prevent unauthorized content sharing to individuals and across other platforms. This ensures that my original work on the special video series I record on Vimeo remains exclusive to my paid customers on Vimeo. Patreon does not have a download feature, so this message is not concerning my videos sold on my Patreon shop. Your access to my Vimeo videos is unchanged. You will continue to have lifetime unlimited access through the Vimeo platform. The only difference is the button to save the video to your device is removed. Thanks for your understanding as I take steps to protect the value of the content you're invested in. Thank you so very much. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this new moon in Sagittarius, December 19th and 20th, 2025. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.